Nicro, an enterprise development that finds innovative and effective solutions to turn lives around for South African corporates, schools, individuals, families and communities, has launched the Safety Ambassadors to combat violence in schools. According to Soraya Solomon, the CEO of Nicro, South African schools are in a state of crisis and many are dropping out of school due to lack of safe, creative spaces for children to learn and develop. Joining us this morning from our Seapoint studio is Soraya. Soraya, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming through. Now, according to a study conducted by Nicro in Manenberg in the Cape Flats in Cape Town, many learners drop out of school due to safety issues. Can you please elaborate on this?
Yeah, I think Nicro works in the field of crime prevention, and one of the things that we want to do is really prevent children from dropping out of school, and most importantly is to prevent them from getting into a life of crime. We also know that in South African schools we do have a crisis. You know, we have the problem of drugs, gangs, children committing crime, teenage pregnancies, and how do we actually intervene? And that's why we've decided to implement the Safety Ambassadors program as a program that will actually prevent children from getting involved in crime or gangsterism or drugs. And it's a 2-year program, a very intensive program, and we're beginning to see the results of this program.
But kindly tell us more, what does it entail?
Well, what's very, very important, we take a group of children who are at risk. So they can be identified by the teachers, by their parents, by social workers. We take them through a very intensive 2-year program. And what we do is also put them through a leadership program, depending on the children's problem and the issues that they deal with. We first look at therapeutic programs for them to really first deal with the individual, their problems that they face at home, in the community. If they actually are involved in drugs, we look at a drug program. If they are involved in gangs, we actually look at a program to get them out of gangs. So it's quite an intensive program. And after 2 years, the children become safety ambassadors, and they are then peer counselors for their peers that could possibly get involved in crime. This is a sustainable model because we cannot be on the school grounds all the time. So we create these safety ambassadors, we equip them with the skills, with the leadership skills, deals with their problems, teach them how to deal with their environment, how not to get involved in crime, and how to be peer counselors to those children in the school grounds. So they're on the school grounds all the time, giving the support to the young people in the school. But we've also further developed the program where we're saying we need community involvement. We also need the involvement of teachers, of the school governing boards. So we're actually equipping teachers with the skills to deal with the so-called difficult child, because most teachers are equipped to teach, not to deal with difficult children.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if the Safety Ambassador campaign will be sustainable, but then is it only focusing on public schools?
Well, no, not really. We focus on public schools because the problem is, it's the problem that is faced by South Africa. We know public schools are children at risk. But also your private schools, we have problems there, with drug abuse or even, children that experience problems at home. But our focus and our resources with our donors are more for the public school.
Now, sorry, how will you be able to sort of gauge if this initiative is yielding positive results?
So what we do, you asked about the impact of the program.
Yes.
Yeah, what we do an impact evaluation because that is what our donors want. And the impact evaluation has already shown there's an improvement in the young people's behavior. There's definitely an improvement. But what we also need to do, we need to do a longitudinal study. And that's when, we need money for that. Longitudinal study to show us what has happened to those children that have already left the school system, And that's a challenge we sit with. We'd really like to do that. But the impact evaluation has definitely shown that there is improvement in the behavior of children in the school ground or on the school grounds.
Well, Soraya, we're going to have to leave it right there. Soraya Solomon, she is the CEO of Nicro South Africa, talking more about safety, the issues of safety at schools. Now, let us quickly take a commercial break now.